Hey guys, viewer request time. It kind of came in the form of a joke. I was showing off those punches and all that karate stuff. And one of the viewers said, Dan, teach us how to check leg kicks so they don't break my leg. To this day, after I walk 2 miles a day, I start to limp and my hip starts to dislocate because I took so many leg kicks before learning how to check them. I mean, getting kicked in the leg every day hard in sparring. Jose Aldo knocking down Uriah Faber style. So I learned the hard way to the point that I could literally get surgery right now just because of leg kicks. The number one thing, guys, it's like a karate block. It has to be strong. It can't be like, it's not the time to like do yoga and be all like soft and weak. No. Even though the leg is up, and look how my toes are flexed. There is two different schools about this. Because my toes are flexed up, the calf, try this yourself, the calf will be flexed because the toes are up. But at the same time, that means that you're a little bit more vulnerable. You can't catch like a few little toes there. Try pointing your leg down and flexing the meat here. You can't. Which is why this is just a better way to do it. Look how engaged my leg is. Can you still use internal power, you Tai Chi guys and Bagua and Xingyi and Yichuan, and still use external power? Yes. You just have to have the core working, the external and internal awareness and muscles working just as hard as this, if not harder. So yeah, you can still do your internal power crap and blend it with this, but this is one of those things, like a parry, you don't want to do soft. Needs to be hard. But that having been said, and you could always practice your leg kicks, practice them while you're practicing your walking knees, your switch knees, and then block, practice a teep occasionally, throw in that round kick, all that good stuff. But make sure this isn't boxing, so you're squared up, your hands are forward. And to tell you the truth, the first thing that came to mind when that viewer said that, and I've only knocked down one guy with leg kicks, and this is after hitting him with about 20 leg kicks, right where they say to hit them on the nerve points and everything. He's actually a really, really strong guy who I used to train with. And it was one to the back of the leg there. And it was throwing a lot of feints. Like I was feinting the right leg kick, then coming with the leg, feinting the left, then coming in with the right. You think you're gonna watch a video and somebody who's been throwing leg kicks on a banana bag for like 19 years and sparring pros, he's not gonna pick you apart? You know, it's like thinking you're gonna watch a YouTube video on like armbar defense and somebody from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu with the brown belt is not gonna armbar you or triangle choke you. The second you have just one hand on the mat, it's gonna happen. No hands are two hands, guys. Note to self. Anyways, that notwithstanding, getting back to this leg kicks, leg checks, there is an easy answer that I have for you. An easy way you can actually knock out somebody, even a pro, throwing a really good leg kick at you. And I learned this at a karate school before I even knew how to fight. Take the leg kick. Don't do what Uriah was doing. Don't If you're not checking it strong, this is not a check. No, this is not a check. This is a destruction. You're trying to give him a rubber leg. You're trying to shatter this part of his foot with this part of your knee, so it turns to water. Because he's trying to kick your leg off. He's trying to sweep you, and then in Muay Thai, somebody's down. You're actually allowed to kick him in the continuation of a motion. I don't know if you guys know the actual rules of Muay Thai, but that's literally one of the rules. So if you see somebody fall down, a Muay Thai fighter, and the Thai fighter kind of in the flow knees him in the face, that's not dirty. That's what they're paid to do. That's like bonus money. So that notwithstanding, guys, in terms of these leg checks, and in terms of all the knees and all that fun stuff, when you're taking that perfect round kick right here, because they all try to land it, everyone's taught the same thing, the 45-degree angle, not here, not at the side, but right at the 45, and it deadens the nerve, and you know, you put a pad on it, and the guy hits it really hard, and whoa, it's not gonna knock you out. But it is gonna knock you off balance if your weight isn't on that foot. I know this sounds crazy. It's a last ditch thing. You don't want to do this too much, but you plant your weight as heavy as you can on that front foot. And just like a tripwire, like everything else in boxing, pa-pa, 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 knock, knock, with that knock, knock rhythm, even faster, more like a tripwire, more like the split second his leg hits you, you hit him as hard as you can on the corner of the chin. Like when I was a kid, an all-Asian champion, Jesse Stein, who was champion of the Orient back in the 50s. Back in the 1950s, this guy was champion of the Orient. He taught me this. I'm like, well, how do you throw a right hand? He said, you take your right hand and you hit him as hard as you can right there. So that's what you do the second after you get a leg kick. If you don't know how to check leg kicks, if you think you're gonna do this and not get knocked over, no, it has to be out wide. I mean, the leg kick it's a roundhouse kick. It's a round kick. It's coming in from the side. So practice. The danger is obviously you're trying to do this. You're trying to pat the kick down or grab it for a takedown, and you're going to get kicked in the neck. That's their whole plan, is to get you to block that low kick, keep blocking it, or grab it, and then your head is exposed and the head kick comes in and finishes the fight. That's literally the way it's supposed to play out. So, viewer request time, question answered. I can't teach you how to check leg kicks. It's like punching. You actually got to get into the gym or get into your garage, hang up a bag, and do it thousands and thousands and thousands of times and have fun with it and enjoy it. Don't do it if it's something you don't enjoy. It's like if you like soccer, if you like tennis, baseball, whatever. You know, those who like punching and kicking and the meditative aspects that come with it will gravitate towards it. So leg kicks are huge. They're super effective. Try what I said. See if you can have your foot down and still try to flex your calf. I guarantee you can't. And let me know what you guys think, because there's pro fighters who like this way and there's pro fighters who like this way. It's, you know, it's pretty much split down the middle. Like I said, I like to have the whole thing flexed. I've been kicked by enough pro fighters, Muay Thai fighters with over 100 fights that, you know, it hurts when I walk. So I know for a fact the only way to block a leg kick effectively, even if you're not checking it in some Wing Chun Kung Fu way where you're damaging the other guy, even if you're just blocking it with the meat, it's gotta be hard. The leg has to be flexed. Otherwise, you'll lift your leg and it's gonna get shat, you know. You're gonna do the Uriah Faber, you're gonna do the stanky leg, which is a great dance, but I am not here to teach you how to Dougie. I'm here to teach you how to tomahawk.